Frugal Force. This is Captain Frugal reporting for duty for another episode of Comic Pron. For those of you new to Comic Pron, we look at 3 comic books and we consider which issue will we get if we could only buy one based on the cover. So we're going back to the old comic book days where we didn't have, a ton of money necessarily. When I say old comic book days, I mean comic shop days. When you went to the shop, you see all those fantastic covers. So we do that, and plus we talk just a little bit about the comic book itself. Not a whole lot. So anyway, we're going back to 1992 here, and issue 442 early January when they're releasing 2 a month. And it's a special issue with twin tales of triumph and tragedy. Look at the Y's cut off a little bit on this too. And the Mighty Thor here, the return of Dr. Don Blake, and Beta Ray Bill reunited with the stunning Sif. Hero no more. So here we go. It's an interesting cover we got to see there. And this is during the Eric Masterson period of time, so I know it's a little bit, controversial in that regard, but I really like this period of time. So here we go here. Look at this. America's Living Legend. Interesting. Not a big baseball fan myself, but hey, I support the home team. Anyway, we open up and we've got a really fantastic cover here with Thor there flying there. And once again, during this period of time, we knew that it was only temporary until we get the original Thor back. It's one of the things, it was really well done, though. The growth of this character. As you see here, the art is really, really good. Really hard to beat this team up on Thor. I love this team up. Thor. What is your favorite team working on Thor? I'd like to know that, too. And here we go, so from crap video games. And maybe I should be a little too harsh on it calling crap video games, but it's Bartorama. These games were freaking hard. Bart versus the Space Mutants, holy crap. Tough, tough, tough. The Simpsons, Bart versus the, the reverse everything there. Versus the World there was. Yeah, there was on Game Boy. I have never beat a Bart Simpson game. If you beat one of the Bart games, let me know. I have beat the arcade game. Maybe I'll do that for a video sometime. Just once again showing what time period we're. And then here we go too. I wanted to really show these games here. Walmart, you get them. These Konami handheld games. They're like the Tiger ones. These are Konami ones. They all sucked. These were, but it is what it is. If you didn't have a Game Boy, this is probably the cheap way. I didn't have any of these. I played some that friends had, but it just didn't fascinate me anyway. So here we go. An interesting issue. Interesting art. Now, the art does change here for this Tales of Asgard. I'm not as big a fan of Patrick Oliph's art as compared to Ron Frenz in any way whatsoever. But nonetheless, there was 2 stories in this issue. Your traditional ads that you would get, the hammer strikes. You would get more info, too, by the way, on the development of what's going to go on with the real Thor. Because once again, even this hero, says this: I won't fail the real Thor. Boy, I wish we would have got that when we had Lady Thor. But no, you had to call that Thor. This was how they did a transition right. So once again, that's issue 442. Next one we're going to pop into is this one here. Here we are. This cover, guest starring the Silver Surfer and Doctor Strange. Cool combo to have in a Thor comic book, absolutely. The Mighty Thor issue 443 of late January. Eric Masterson versus Mephisto into the Dark Domain. Yeah, he needs to go back there and kick some butt for Spider-Man, revert that marriage, right? So absolutely, here we go. We got Doctor Strange involved here. We got Ron Frenz and Tom DeFalco kicking butt together on this issue. Look at this. This is just awesome. And see here we have information about the Thor. It says, the undisputed Lord of the lower depths. I trust you have reason to recognize my latest acquisition. Perhaps you would recognize it better in its true form, the Hammer of Thor. So you see that he's been trapped, and this is great because we have Eric Masterson. He's going to go for it. He's going to try to free Thor. He's going to get help. What absolutely wonderful. This is how it should have been done. I can't stress that enough. This is how it should have been done. Alright, we're going to move from that issue now to here we go. This right here, the Mighty Thor issue 444. And it says, who is the most shocking super foe of all? Well, actually the most shocking super foe of all would probably be Doctor Doom, but we believe he's not in this issue. Trying to be a little more accurate and truthful on the cover. And we open up right to Tiny Toons. By the way, this is not a bad game. Tiny Toons on the NES. If you're an NES fan, you might want to check that one out. It's pretty cool. Tiny Toons was actually quite a fun cover, too. And I can't say I was a huge fan. I watched some episodes here and there with kids, with family, but that was it. And I enjoyed them. So, hey, If you enjoyed Tiny Toons, let me know. Maybe I should go and watch all those. And if you played that game, definitely let me know. Anyway, how the Grunk stole Christmas. And once again, we have the good old team here. I mean, look at this. It's snowing. It's just the artwork is the facial features. I hit the stand, so you probably heard some noise there. Look at this. It's just really well done. Look at that. Love that. Great artwork through and through. I'll turn a page here. Got some more t-shirt artwork. Here's some more really cool stuff. I always wanted that Captain America shirt. Never got it. Doggone it. There's a cool Venom one. Ghost Rider, if you're a Ghost Rider fan. This Punisher one would have been awesome to have too. Would have really liked that. But look at this picture. I wanted to make sure we got this page shown up on this video. Look at that. That thing. That's just cool. This is great artwork. Look at it. Everything's coming at you. The point of perspective is right there. Everything is coming at you from there. You can see how with all the lines. This is just amazing. Once again, amazing run, friends. Underrated artwork. So he reminds you, this guy reminds you of the Grinch, right? Most definitely a great Christmas time tale kind of story. Really, really well done. Excellent. Very cool. So anyway, let's go and do it because we have to do that. That's the how we do this video. We look at the 3 covers and we go back to time and say which one would you have gotten if you were at the comic shop. So if I went to the comic shop, but wait, before I do, we don't want to forget. Don't let me forget to tell you. You got to tell me which one of these issues would you take. Would it be 442, 443, or 444? Also, if you want to help out the channel, make sure you make that comment down below telling us what issue you take. On top of that, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you want to help out the channel, we have the links down below where you can help with Subscribe Star, Patreon, a one-time donation, little as $1 a month. If you want to be in these subscription things, or even a Redbubble and get some merch for us. So people that have been buying the merch, thank you so much. I have the prices down low as they allow possible, so I don't get a lot from it. But you know what? The support is awesome. I get the money from which does help, and you guys are walking around advertising the channel. I cannot be more thankful for that. Alright, so looking at these are some great titles. They're all interesting. That one really jumps out at me because it has the Silver Surfer and all that, but you know what? Believe it or not, the one that jumps out to me the most is none other than 444. There's just something about this. I like how the shadow work is there. You don't know who's around the corner. He's got, well done once again. I love this version of Thor, the artwork for that. I'm going to go with issue 444. So you tell me, what is your choice? 442, 443, or 444? I'll look forward to reading it in the comments and discussing it. Until next time, keep it frugal. Thanks for sticking with me through this. If you don't mind and you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe. And even bigger, hit that notifications bell because evidently that means a lot. Also, if you find yourself in the position that you can help the channel and you want to, you say, hey, I like this stuff. If you don't mind, go down to the info bar down below. We have a link for our Patreon, which you can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, which gets you special posts that are only for the patrons. So sometimes I do Frugal Force videos that are patron only, or special versions of videos. I also do random Frugal Force giveaways where I just take a random person out there with a random number generator. It selects who it is, and I send them stuff, whether it be games or comic books or both, whoever knows. And sometimes I even just ask you guys questions or shoot up a message, and I greatly appreciate you checking those out. Also, if you find that maybe that's not for you, you don't like Patreon, we have it in the info bar as well, a Streamlabs link there where you can click on that and just give a one-time donation, and that helps the channel. All those proceeds are going right back into the channel to help Little Frugal and I and his sister, the American Dream, my wonderful little girl, and our family continue to have fun doing this and sharing this with you. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for all the ones that have stuck it out with me this long, and all the new ones that have joined on too. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it, and don't be afraid to leave a message in the comments section too. We love to read them. Alright, thanks, and until next time, keep it frugal.